Hello, welcome to Lisa Lounge. I'm Lisa, and I'm so happy to have you here. It is now time for bed. It is so very comfortable here. I wish you pleasant dreams. Now close your eyes and let's begin. Tonight, let me read for you from the Arabian Nights, a story titled The Lady and Her 5 Suitors. The wife of a merchant loves a man when her husband is away. One day, this man is cast into prison because of a quarrel he had. The woman clads herself in the most beautiful clothes and goes to magistrate. She brings a paper to testify against the imprisonment of her so-called brother. The magistrate immediately falls in love with her. He will let him go if she comes to his house, but she invites the wali to hers. He accepts. Then she goes to the cosy, telling of a wali who has imprisoned her brother. The cosy falls in love with her and promises her to let him go. She also invites him to her house. Then she goes to the wazir asking for the release of her brother. The wazir wants to have his will on her, and he is also invited to her home. Finally, she goes to the king of the city. After telling her story, he is pierced with the arrows of love. He invites her to his palace, but she says he would do much more honor entering her home. The lady goes to a carpenter to ask him to make a cabinet with 5 compartments, each with a door for locking up. Next, she lets 4 gowns be dyed and prepares food and drink. The Qazi comes first to her home, and he is put on one of the gowns. After a while, there is a tapping on the door, and the lady says it is her husband and takes the Qazi to the lowest compartment to hide him. When she opens the doors, there is the wali. She asks him to write a letter to free her brother from the jail, which he does. He is asked to put on the second gown. Then there is another tapping on the door, and again she says it is her husband. The wali is put into the second compartment. When she opens the door, it is the wazir. They play a bit with each other, and he is given the third gown. Then there is another knock on the door. She puts the wazir in the third compartment and opens the door. The king has arrived, and after some talk desires her. His rich robes are exchanged for the 4th gown, but another knocking is at the door. She again says it is her husband and locks the king up in the 4th compartment. The carpenter enters her house. She tells him the top compartment is too straight. The carpenter disagrees, and to prove himself goes into the 5th compartment, upon which she closes it. Then the lady goes to the treasurer with the letter the wali wrote to release her lover. They both leave the city. Meanwhile, the 5 in the cabinet stayed within for 3 days without food or drink. They cannot hold their water and urinate over each other. When they complain, they know who the others are in the cabinet, except for the king, because he remains silent. Then the neighbors break into the house to see what is going on in the house. When they see the cabinet with the voices coming out, they fear there are genies inside and want to set the thing on fire. But the Qazi screams not to. They are then released and shown in attires the lady prepared for them. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Please subscribe so that we can cozy again real soon. I wish you pleasant dreams and good night.